FASHI. Is Buddhism a religion?
Okay. Buddhism, it is considered by some as a religion and by others as philosophy. So it depends what a person means by religion. If by religion a person's mean believing in a creator God or something outside the mind, then Buddhism is not a religion. Because Buddhism is more a science of mind. You work with your mind. In Sanskrit it's called the chitta. So you cultivate your mind. It's called the body chitta. So in Buddhism we don't accept anything outside the mind. The mind fills the whole space, the whole reality. Buddha stated it very strongly when he taught the Four Noble Truths, Chaturi Arya Satyani. That means, and also said, Anatman. That means there is no self, be it individual or be it higher self. So, for some, it's considered a religion, and for others, it's a science or a philosophy. I, myself, don't consider it a religion. Especially in the Mahayana, it's more a science of mind. You analyze the mind. Since everything, the mind is everything. You cannot do an action if there is not a thought which precedes it. Okay? So I think Buddhism, it cannot be put in the category like Judaism, which our background is Judaism, of all of us here. So in Judaism there is, a personal God, a creator God, all omnipotent, he knows everything, you should not upset him, otherwise he will punish you, if you, for instance, we have now the Passover, we have the Pesach, and the people, they are very much afraid, so some unleavened bread, that some leavened bread be found, in their houses. So, in Buddhism, we don't have this problem. You are the master of yourself. You take a responsibility of your actions. There is no heavenly God, earthly God, dictators that you have to bow, or some hellish beings that you have to be afraid. What you sow, you reap. That's Buddhism. No fear, nothing holy, nothing special. The fact that, we prostrate in front of the Buddha, statues, rupas, actually pay respect. We don't worship the Buddhas. So you understand? This is the difference. But somehow, people of other religion, be they theistic, be they polytheistic, they want to put Buddhism in that category of religion. I myself, I find it very strange. you know, all these interfaith, you call it meetings, you know, that there is especially Tibetan lamas, they like it, you know, to be with the rabbis and Christian priests, you know, to make, you know, take photo snaps, I call them. Oh, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, you know, is with the such and such, with the Pope, we met with this, he met with the, that bishop, that archbishop. What does it give you, you know? We are all human beings. So it's nothing wrong to meet, but Buddhism should not be put in that category. Buddhism is a science. Should be put in the category of science. That's my understanding. At the time of Buddha Shakyamuni, there were all these priests, you know, these Brahmins. You know, at that period there was no Hinduism, it was called the Brahmanism. And they used to come and argue, is the world created? And the Buddha didn't say anything, didn't answer. And then by the not answering, that means that you accept that there is a God. All this nonsense, you know. Like our, you know, the Jewish rabbis. They're all the time, you know, trying to prove that they know the truth. That they know God, and God created, you know, and they made the Jewish people, you know, above all the other people, you know, He took them out from Egypt, you know. Very actual, you know, now in the Passover, you know. So a person feels, you know, full of ego. Wow, I'm Jewish. I'm above the other nations. God loves me, you know, more than any other nation, you know. So religion it's become more of a politics. Nothing to do with the mind. They never watch their mind, their thoughts. At least they don't open their mouth. But their mind is wild. So let's stick to what the Buddha said. There is meditation. Even the Japanese, they use the word, you know, we have talked about this. Zazen, just sit, let the mind, you know, do its course. Don't add. Not holiness, not defilement. You know, that's Buddhism. Control your senses, control your mind, watch your mind, see your capabilities, walk on the parameters, work on the parameters, compassion, you know, for every sentient being. That's understanding. That's wisdom, not religion. When you have a right understanding of the way, of the Buddha Dharma, and then we should implement it. All these interfaith gatherings, that you take a picture, you know, with His Holiness the Dalai Lama, with the Pope, with such and such archbishop, and this priest and that priest, don't bring you anywhere. If you don't meditate, if you don't watch your mouth, okay, and your mind, which precedes the mouth, you know. So I think my understanding it, although from one reason or the other, Buddhism is inside in a way, so I would label it, even the word label it's not correct, but anyway, science. I think I gave my opinion, my understanding